Hey guys, Jacob here, and welcome to the new Minecraft snapshot. It is 21W06A, and with this comes the new cave generation, some of it at least. It's a little scuffed, I'll be honest, I've looked at it already. But here's what it says. Today's snapshot introduces a major change to how caves are generated within Minecraft. You could say we're now introducing the cave parts of caves and cliffs. This is only the first step in our underground adventure, so please note that snapshots show early features in early development, and that there are two notable caveats with this snapshot. You'll be unable to open worlds in this snapshot if they're on an older version, as there is currently no upgrade path towards the new world height. Yes, you heard that right. There is a new world height. And all caves of the new type between Y31 and Y63 will be flooded with lava. New features is added noise caves and aquifers. Noise caves are a new way of generating caves, providing more natural variety. They can get really huge sometimes. Noise caves come in two flavors. Cheese caves, like the holes in Swiss cheese, these often form caverns of various sizes. And spaghetti caves, long squiggly tunnels, sometimes wide, likely tagliatelle. I don't know what that means. Wide, oh, that's like the noodle, tagliatelle. I didn't know that's what that was called. Learn something new every day. They aren't loud. The noise part is a technical term and has nothing to do with sound. The old cave carvers and canyons still generate, combining with the noise caves to form interesting cave systems. As with carvers, when noise caves intersect the surface, they form cave entrances. An aquifer is an area with local water level, independent of sea level. Aquifers are used during world generation to generate bodies of water inside noise caves. This sometimes results in large underground lakes. For now, aquifers are only used below Y31. This means all noise caves below Y31 and sea level Y63 will be flooded with water, and noise cave entrances will essentially be lakes. This will be fixed later. Magma sometimes generates at the bottom of underground bodies of water. Underwater cave carvers and underwater canyons have been removed since aquifers are used to generate water in caves instead. Now here's the important part. There is a new overworld build generation limit. So 64 blocks down and 64 blocks up has been expanded. So if we build all the way up, let's get somewhere high. So we're gonna go up to Y256. I'm gonna show you guys something. And this is crazy. They have expanded the build limit. This is, and I'm not sure if I like this or not, because it's gonna allow for bigger builds. But you basically aren't gonna be able to see the floor. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Set block. Dirt. Okay, watch this. 256. 257. We're gonna keep building. Look at that, we're going above it. It goes all the way to whatever, it's 320. This is the new build height. 320. 64 blocks above the previous. This is crazy. I'm still in shock by this change. And if you go below ground, this is what you see. This is the sight that you get. Here's a spaghetti cave, as they're called. This is in part connected to a mine shaft, but you can see how it's long, and then there are the bigger ones. I would assume this is a cheese cave, and you see we get some aquifers here. And these are generating in kind of a weird way. you can see that the geode is just kind of floating now. And there's like the walls around what the aquifer would be, but there's like another aquifer generating here and over here. So there's just different levels for water. It looks pretty scuffed right now. I'm sure it'll look better at some point. But you get down into these caves and they're actually huge and expansive. Respiration 3 is going to be a lot more important now. So, I mean, there's that. It's just, I mean, yeah, I'm still not used to seeing copper. Here's lava. Here's in the big cave again. Let's try and find some other cool stuff. This is like, let's just look at a pretty big spaghetti cave. There's like a thing in the middle there. That's cool. So it's like an aquifer. Aquifer here, yeah. I am really not a fan of how much water is generating now underground. On top of that, oh, here's a pretty big cave that goes down. On top of that, you may notice that there is no more lava generating. Whether this is like a permanent change or something that I don't know yet. By the way, there is still bedrock. It's just down at higher here at y it's negative 64. There is no more lava that generates. It's all gone except for the lava pools. I really don't like this. I'm used to the Y11. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to have lava generate below Y11 anymore. Diamonds can still be found there, though. So this is going to change, I would say, probably where the ideal spot for finding diamonds is. Like, let me look this up. Like a diamond generation graph. And I want to see what level is diamond, because I don't think they've changed. Diamond still generates down at Y like 16 below. I've checked, and we saw it earlier. We saw a little bit. And it generates all the way down to Y 64, negative 64. I'm gonna have to get used to that. So, I mean, this is 1.12 order distribution. I don't know if it's changed, this chart. Y10 might be where we're mining now, instead of Y11, because there's no more. Yeah, about Y10. If this is still to be believed. I don't think they would have changed this. Maybe Y7. I don't know. We're not. I mean, I might still be mining at Y11. I mean, many people might be. It might still be just fine for mining diamonds at. Honestly, having a mine shaft that goes all the way down to the bottom seems kind of. You're probably gonna want to run in the water one, and it seems like it'd just take like an excessive amount of time. So like, I don't see most people like venturing down into the lower layers below this, unless they're trying to like discover like mine, unless they're looking for mine shafts or like the new caves that are generating, which mine shafts are actually kind of common now. I say that, I don't think they've changed how much they generate. It's just looking in F3 mode right now, or spectator mode. I never realized how common they were. Alright, let's see. Other changes though. There have been some bug fixes. For example, big drip leaf could be broken with arrows, and spawn protection no longer happens. and small drip leaf could destroy any block. No longer happens. As well as mine shafts have some changes. Pieces don't generate if they would be fully floating in the air. And mineshaft corridors are supported by log pillars when needed. As well as no more floating cobwebs. All the cobwebs should be touching a block now. Let's try and look for some log pillars. If we can find a mineshaft in a ravine or something. Let's look over here. This will probably be a good one. See that? So now they have log pillars going down. So if you were to be, you know, spending your entire playthrough underground, you would be able to get some logs. And you'll see there is no more floating cobwebs. Also, the generation in underground features now generate all the way down to Y-64. That seems like an obvious change. We're down here in the negatives, and this is where we're finding our mine shafts. There are still mine shafts higher up, though. No worries there. Here's an even better example of all the pillars that generate now. Excuse me. Yeah, so pretty neat. We'll see how this affects the state of the game. Obviously, you're going to be able to make builds a lot bigger. Perimeters are now going to take more time. And, like, how is the TNT going to reach all the way down? You're going to have to build, like, multiple stages of perimeter. If you even want to make perimeters that deep anymore. Like, well, obviously you are. You're going to want to get rid of the caves. But a lot of the caves are going to be flooded with water. So I would say even just mob farms without any, like, perimeter are going to be more efficient anyway. Because there's less spawning spaces underground now. Because it's all water. Obviously there's a big mine shaft right there, but you can see all the water that's just generating now. Anyway, that's it for the snapshot. Not a lot of additions, but what they did add, pretty crazy. This is messed up. Oop. What? Huh, this is weird. This might be it. Huh. What happened here? This seems to be a world generation bug. This may be a bug associated with the new version. I've never seen this before. Is it treating it like a cave? Is this all cave air? But like still generating normally? No, it wouldn't make sense. It goes for miles too. This is just a problem with the world. Anyway, that's gonna be it. This is weird. We'll move on. That's the snapshot. Huge changes, bigger builds, bigger perimeters, bigger caves. That's it. If you've made it to the end, I hope you were entertained by all the new content that's coming to Minecraft. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time, next week, when the new snapshot comes out. Every Wednesday. See you guys.